From power outages to water damage, winter weather can wreak a little bit of havoc in your home, but the Home Depot has some ways to keep your home very protected. And joining me now is Kimit Trottman from the Home Depot. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
And before we get going here, I have to point out that I actually have a little bit of CT style here. I have my own mock with my name.
I like it.
What do you think about it? Is it
I like it.
Would it pass the Home Depot HR?
No, the color's a little bit off.
Just a little bit. But if it was orange?
You'd be good.
Okay. All right, so I'm practically a part-time employee now.
Basically.
All right, so let's get going here. What are some of the ways that we can protect ourselves? You know, we've had a treacherous winter from water damage, all the cool air. What's the number one thing that we have to do?
There's a couple easy steps to prepare you and your family. Mm-hmm. The first step is, it's kind of obvious, but a lot of people don't think about it till the storm's 2 days away.
Right.
Is to have lanterns, have batteries.
So you have to prepare. That's key.
You have to prepare. That's the first step. Not everyone can afford a generator. Not everyone has the space for a generator,
right.
but everyone has drawers in their house. You can have batteries, you can have lanterns. Another thing that people don't think about is when a lot of the snow falls, the ice, if you ever get water damage inside your home, the best way to protect important documents would be with a safe, because they're fireproof,
Which
waterproof.
you brought here.
Yes, this is one right here. This one runs about $49. There's bigger and smaller ones, but you can keep this everywhere in the house because it's small. It'll fit in a drawer underneath the bed, and you can keep all your valuables, the deed to your house, your mortgage paperwork, all that stuff.
And when you think about it, it's $49, but I mean that's really going to pay off if you have important documents or family keepsakes that you want to keep in there. It's really going to pay off in the end. Now with this past storm, my living room got a lot of leakage in the ceiling. And it was from the roof up top from our neighbor. It just kind of leaked down into ours. Do you have any tips on to how to prevent that kind of situation?
Well, we have a couple different things that you could do. A shop vac is one of them. It's probably the easiest way to go about it because they have attachments so you could put it on the wall. You could even use it on your car to get the ice out. Another thing, which is a little bit more expensive and is brand new in our store, is the Seek thermal imaging camera.
Oh, wow.
What it does is you can shine it through anywhere and it'll show you if there's leaks coming out of the pipes. If, say, your animal's outside, and it's nighttime.
So you can see your dog or your cat outside?
You can see your dog or your cat. You can see water damage. You can see what's going on the roof. You can see what's going on through the walls.
You can see,
You can see intruders if you really want to.
That could be kind of creepy, Kimit. I'm just saying, you see your neighbors over there. You got to be careful what you're looking at.
Very true, very true.
Okay, just want to make sure. Now, how much does something like that run? Because that seems like very advanced technology.
There's one for the iPhone and the Android. They're both $149, I believe.
Oh, so it's an app.
No, it actually attaches to the phone.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So it's $149, and you can pretty much see. I might have to get one and go around the studio in here, check it out.
It's worth it.
Okay. So after the Seek Thermal, which you just add onto your phone, what are some other tools that we can use?
Well, besides the shop vac, really water damage is kind of hard. You can't prepare for it because you can't see through the wall. You don't know what's going to happen. It could rain sometimes, you get water damage. We could have 2 feet of snow and you get none.
With all the burst pipes and everything too. That's a big
so the
problem.
best way to go about it would probably be just to get pipe insulation. If you rent, it's a little bit harder because you don't have the access to go through the walls and wrap all the pipes. But if you own your own home, the best way is just to insulate your pipes. There's even pipe heaters that you can attach to them, and they just stay on there. So when the temperature drops, because people don't think about it, if it's 12 outside, your pipes might be -10.
Right.
Because there's still water sitting in them, and that's the last thing you want.
So are they most vulnerable in like the basement where it's a little cooler, more damp?
Yes,
than,
and where
say,
the water
upstairs?
sits.
Okay.
Also, because usually your water main is downstairs and then it goes all the way up. So where the water sits, it stays still. It's a lot easier for it to freeze. Once that freezes, it can bust all your pipes.
And really, that's the best thing to do is just to run a little bit of water just to keep it flowing, right?
Yes.
That'll.
Just to keep something moving through the pipe so it never gets to stay still, because it freezes faster than people really think.
Okay. Or you can just get the insulators, as you were saying, and
Yeah.
then you avoid all that stuff. Next up, we have some Duraflame and some windshield defroster, I believe.
Yeah. The key is to stay warm. A lot of times people are trapped inside their house. So you want to already have your firewood. You want to have your fire starters if you have a fireplace. If you don't, there's portable ones, space heaters, things like that. But the problem with those is a lot of them plug into the wall. If you lose power, you have no heat.
Right.
That's where the generator comes into it, but then again, not everyone can afford or has the space for a generator. And you have to really run them outside of the home, so you have to think about that too. You can't just put the generator in your living room and then run it the fumes and everything. It's just like sitting in a car in a garage. It's
That's bad. You don't want that. So so the logs are the way to go. And then lastly, and probably most importantly, is snow removal. I mean, I would assume that that's the best way to keep, you know, a lot of the snow out of there, right?
Yeah, the easiest way I find to do it is to go out even while it's still snowing. If you know we're going to get 2 feet, go out when there's 4 inches on the ground and start shoveling your driveway. It's a lot easier to get that initial drop and move it, clear it off, and then the next bit comes down. Once the ice gets underneath it, it's a huge pain. The shovel right here actually is the true tempered aluminum shovel. It's actually made to get underneath the ice, and it takes a little bit of the wear and tear off your shoulders when you're scooping through trying to break the ice. We also have snow blowers, snow throwers. Now with all the storms that have happened, a lot of stores don't have them in stock, but it is still something you can get from HomeDepot.com.
Which we were giving away here on WTNH last week. I just want to let you know. So in case you can't find any over there, just let you know. You could have won one here. All right, Kimit, thanks so much for joining us again here today.
Thank you.
And for more information, of course, always check out HomeDepot.com.